Alright, let's continue. And yes, it is so hot that I actually had to change my shirt. It's just way too hot. Hey everyone, this is Thecos, and in my quest to bring you all games from the Oniverse series, today I have the next one for you, Nautilion, also by Shadi Torbey. Of course, a solo game that you can also play at a two-player count. I have heard that all of these games can be played very well in two-player count. I still need to do that, but as solo games, they are all amazing. This is one of the simpler ones. This is like a take on the roll and move genre, just in good. But before we get to that, as usual, get yourself a drink, preferably a tea, and let's go. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Alright, so, what is this game about? In this game, you're taking the helm of a Nautilion submarine and recruiting a heroic crew to vanquish the treacherous Darkhouse that lurks in the oceanic depths. Alright, let's see how we do that. As usual, what I like to do is just open the box of the Oniverse games. I don't know if I've done it with all of them, but it's always like a treat to open them. So I don't have a signature yet here. I hope I will get one because I want to have one in every Oniverse game at some point. And then you see here, like as usual, like we have like this really cool art design here, really great. And then we can open this up here. You see these waves, and you can actually look like behind these waves, right? So you see like here are some little fish. Here we have the submarine that we will be taking control of. And then when we open everything up, we can take out the book of rules here, where like all the rules are noted, including the expansions, and then we have like all the game components. So let me just take them out of here. And here are different game boards. We can choose one of them for this game. I will just choose the basic one for today, just to show you how like the first game will play out. So let me just quickly set up the game, and then we can get started with it. Alright, and that is the setup of the game. So what do you see here? Well, several things. First of all, we have the path here, right? We do have our token up here. Usually it's a standee. I just laid it down so you can see it a little bit better. And we start at the Happy Isles. And then we also have the Abyss token here. This is where we have the Phantom Submarine here. And they start at the Abyss. And this is like the path in between. Then here we have our Nautilion submarine. I just took number A. There are like two A's, I think. No, A, and then there are two B's, two C's, I think. And they like get harder and harder. I just took the basic one for now, just to show you how the first game would look like when you would play the game, right? Then here we have 4 reserve tokens in our reserve. We can also get a few more. Then here we have the Darkhouse. This is just one of the mechanisms that I will show to you in a moment. There is also like this really cool token. Like the Oniverse games, every Oniverse game has like a really cool meeple. And here in this one, it's like this Darkhouse. So really cool. It doesn't have a gameplay function without the expansions, but it's still kind of cool to have. Then we have 3 dice here. This is the main gameplay mechanism. As I told you, kind of a roll and move idea. I will get to that in just a moment. And then here we have our Grimoire card with like special abilities we can use. Alright, and that is everything. Like a game that is really easy to set up. The most complicated thing is like setting the path. But you don't have to do it like this. I did it like this because it's like also shown the rulebook like this, and it looks like really, really great, doesn't it? But you can also like do a different path. It's just important that it's like one path, right? Where you go from start to finish. Alright, you know what? Let's just start playing the game, and then I can show you how it works because it's like really, really simple. So the game sequence looks like this. First of all, we have the currents phase. The currents phase means that I'll just roll 3 dice. So that's 1, 2, and 4. That's actually a pretty decent roll. And what I can do now is, I can use a special ability from the Grimoire. There are 3 that I can do. Either I can do repetitive whirlwind. That means I discard 1 token from the reserve. I will also get more in there. I will show you later how that works. And then I can reroll all 3 dice. What I can also do is spend 2 of them to turn 1 die to a value of my choice. Or I can choose 2 tokens, or I can use 2 to choose 2 tokens on the path and swap them. And they don't need to be adjacent to another, right? So I could swap the 1 here with the 6, just for example, right? So these are like some pretty cool ways of like manipulating the stuff here. Which I will actually not do. I think I'm happy with that. So, and then I have the plan phase. In the plan, what I do is I have to distribute the 3 dice. One of them I have to give to the Darkhouse. One of them I have to give to the Phantom Submarine, to the Phantom. And one I have to give to us, to the Nautilion, right? Let me just do that, and then I will show you what happens. Let me give the 4 to the Darkhouse, the 2 to the Phantom, and the 1 to the Nautilion. Alright? So, and now I will first start with the Darkhouse, then I will do the Phantom, and then the Nautilion, and do whatever the dice say. The Darkhouse, whenever I have given a 3 or 4 to the Darkhouse, it removes one of our toes in the reserve. Right? So I will have to remove this one. That's not perfect, right? Because we could definitely use it, but that's the way it is. So this one is done. Then we go to the Phantom. The Phantom will now move as many spaces as the dice says. So that's 1, 2. So it will go to the 7 token and then remove it. Like this. If the Phantom ever goes to a space where we are, it will just skip our space, right? Just move one more. So this one is just discarded as well. And then we do the same thing. We move 1 and take that token. So what we do now with this token, we can do 2 things. Either we can take the token and put it in our Nautilion. That means we just put it wherever the number says, 7. The first token I can put freely on the number. After that, now I can only put a 6 or an 8 in our Nautilion here, right? And because these are like connected with these orange ducts. I don't know if you can see them. In the starting Nautilion, these are all like connected with each other. So it's actually quite simple to put that together. But take a look at one of these C ones, for example, which is the much harder, right? So you start at the 5. Okay, you have 4 options here. But if you go in this direction, these are all locked off for now, right? So you have to start with a 5. If you can't start with a 5, let's say one time I played and I start with a 4. I can only put an 8 or 9 there, right? I can put nothing else, right? So if I don't get an 8, I cannot move up here, which is pretty tough, right? And you never know how these tokens come out. But that is also what you have, why you have these special abilities, right? That you can like swap tokens and things like that. All right. And would you believe it? That's one game turn. You roll the dice. You see if you want to do, if you don't want to do a power, and you just assign and resolve these 3 dice. That's it. We win whenever we are able to fill the entire Nautilion with crew tokens. That means we have assembled the entire crew. We lose if before that, if the Phantom reaches the Happy Isles before we win, or if we reach the Abyss before our crew is filled. Also, to win, not only need to refill the Nautilion, we also need to reach the Abyss before the Phantom reaches the Happy Isles, right? So we also need to be like fast, but also slow enough to like gather the crew. That's it. Oh, the one thing I didn't tell you, when we pick up a token, either we put it in our Nautilion, or we can also put it face down our reserve. That is another, these are then more reserve tokens we have to use for special abilities or for the Darkhouse, right? Yeah, that's it. That's all the rules. You can now start playing the game. But let me just continue. This is a really, really simple game, quite quick to play, but it does have quite a few agonizing decisions. So I want to give myself the 1, because I need a 6, right? I can put a 6 up there. That is great. 3 and 4, both for the Darkhouse, are not perfect, but I will give the 4 to the Darkhouse and the 3 to the Phantom. I think that is okay. The Darkhouse will now remove one of our tokens. That's not perfect, but that's the way it is. The Phantom will move 3 to the 8 over here. So the Phantom will just move. That's just a timer, so to speak, right? And we will move 1 to the 6 here, like this. And now the 6, we can place it right here. So now we can place 1, 5, and 8. So you see, we are opening this up for like more tokens we can put there. Also, we of course skip these spaces here, right? So whenever we get here, we would just go here, here, and then exactly immediately there, right? This is not a spot. This is not a spot anymore to go to. All right, that was already it. You see, this is like a really simple game to play. So let's see. I can put a 1, a 5, and an 8. With a 2 and a 3, we can go nowhere. We could spend 2 tokens to turn the die to a value of our choice. Might be an idea, but we don't really have a lot of tokens, right? And we still have a little bit of time, actually. There are still a few 1s here. I just need to be careful that the Phantom is not picking up all the 1s, right? But I think we're still fine. The next number after the 1, 5, or 8 would be down here, the 5. So let's aim for this one here, right? And in between, we can just pick up a few tokens. So let's just do that. Let's give a 2 to the Phantom, to the Darkhouse, a 2 to the Phantom, and a 3 to us. So this one, the Darkhouse, will not do anything because we haven't given a 3 or 4 to it. This one will move 2 and remove the 2 token here. And we will move 3. And this token here, we can't put it on Nautilion because it's up there, right? So I will just put it in our reserve. All right. Let's do that again. All right. What do we do here? 1, 4, and 4. Oh, that is not perfect. 2, 4. Well, but that's something we could do. Like the Phantom is going a little bit too fast for me. You know what? I would actually spend one of my reserve tokens, I think. I would spend one of those in order to re-roll these dice here. 2, 3, 2. That is better. It's still not perfect, but it definitely is better. So I will give it 2 here, a 2 there, and a 3 for me. I think that works quite well. So the Darkhouse will not do anything. The Phantom will move 2 up here. And I will move 3 down here. I cannot put the 3 anywhere here, right? So I will just put it in my reserve again. Okay, so we need to pick up a few tokens now. It's getting a little bit rough, but I think we can still do it. 1, 1, and 3. Okay, I wanted to have... Oh, the 1 here would be perfect. So 1 there, and 3 to me. I think that's good. The 1, nothing happens here. The Phantom will just move 1 over there. That's okay. And I will move 3 to the 1 over here. Right? So I can put the 1 right here. And you see like the artwork? Like the artwork also fits, right? So you see like here is this wave pattern. And if you put like a 6 token here, you still have the wave pattern there, right? So it just fits in the room. Same thing with the ladder. Here's a ladder and put this on top. It's amazing. It's just great. All right. That's not too bad. We have 1/3 of our crew. I think that is pretty good. 1, 3, and 2. The 5. I definitely want the 5 because if I get the 5, I can put like a lot of different things here. That is really good. And then the 4. If the 5 and a 4 over there, that would be perfect. So I definitely need the 1 for me. Well, I could give this to the Darkhouse. I still have a few tokens left and 2 to the Phantom. I think that's okay. Actually, you know what? No, let me switch that. I think the Phantom is still not too fast. I think it's okay. Let me give it 2 here so I don't lose a token. Then a 3 over here. So the Phantom will go over there. And I will just move 1 and put the 5 in here like this. Perfect. All right, let's continue. And yes, it is so hot that I actually had to change my shirt. It's just way too hot. It's horrible. It's really tough. Oh, what was that for number? I don't know. Let me just roll again. It is so hot today that, like in general, it's like really, really tough to record when it's like really hot. Because I have to close the blinds, I have to close the window, put on my lights here, right? And then it's just way too hot. So, okay. 1 to 2. 8 would be fine. I can use the 8. The 9 I cannot put there yet. So I would give myself a 2 to the Darkhouse, a 1 to the Phantom. Darkhouse will not do anything. The Phantom will move just 1. That is fine. And we will move 2. Then we have the 8 here. Let me just put that right here. Oh, look at that little guy. Oh, he's so cute. All right, my friend. You go in here. All right. I think we're doing okay. We need 4 more. 1, 2, and 4. The 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the 4 over there would be perfect. So I'm going to give myself the 4. Now I need to check 9. Are there still 9s on my way? Yeah, there's a 9 there. So I need to pick up this one. 3 and 2. A 2. There is no 3 here anymore, but there is one back there. So I will have to switch a little bit later. I could actually do that now because I'm going to go 4. Oh no, I'm going to take the 4 now. That's fine. 2 there, 1 there. I think that's okay. Darkhouse will not do anything. The Phantom will move 1. And we will move 4 over here. To the 4, right? And I will put that right there. So now we need a 2, a 3, and a 9. All right, let me just roll. 1, 3, and 4. I don't need any of these. Okay, so I don't need any of these. So what I will do, I will now spend 2 of my tokens here in order to do the aquatic translation. That means I can switch around 2 tokens. And I will switch the tokens in such a way, 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 here with the 3. I will switch these two like this. Give myself the 4. Give the Phantom the 3 and the 1 to the Darkhouse. So the Darkhouse will do nothing. The Phantom will move. Oh, wait, no. I should have switched differently then. Wait, give me a moment. I should have switched like this. Sorry. I didn't think of that. So now, I think, yeah, now it should be fine. So the Phantom will now move 3. And I will now move 4. And keep in mind, we will skip each other's spots. So I will not go here, but here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. So I have the 3. So I still need a 9 and a 2. A 2 there, a 9 there. And I think that's possible. We can make it. I need the 2 here to get to the 2. So I'm going to give myself the 2. So now it's going to be tough. Well, the Phantom still has quite a long way to go. So I will do it like this. Darkhouse is not doing anything. The Phantom will move 4 over here. And I will move 2 to the 2 over here. There we go. On the stairs, that little guy. And now I need a 3 to get to the 9. There is no 3. That is not too good. I could re-roll. You know what? Let me risk it. Let me just re-roll. I need a 3. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, there we go. That's perfect. So I will take a 3. I can't put a 3 there because we can't lose a token, right? Let's do it like this. So nothing here. The Phantom will move 3. Ooh, it's getting really close here, man. And I will also move 3. Have the 9 right here. Okay, that should be now the last turn because we now need to reach the Abyss before the Phantom does. So let's see if we can do that. We can. 2 here. I will take the 4 and put the 2 there. So the Darkhouse will not do anything. I will move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Or more. That is fine. So we are at the Abyss. And if... Oh, wait. No, before we do that. First, the Phantom moves 2 over there. And then we move 4. And we have reached the Abyss with a full crew. And we win. But you see, although that is the basic side, the easiest mode, without any expansions, without any harder ships, we just made it, right? Two more movements here, and the Phantom would have actually won. We would have lost, right? Yeah, but that is already how you play Nautilion. Really, really simple game. A game that is really quick to play, but a game I really enjoy. So one thing I want to show you is when you take a look at the box. Let me just get it. So as I said, right, lots more boards here, which is pretty cool. But also you see we have lots more cards, lots more large and small tokens, lots more of these little figures here. So a lot of more things that we haven't actually taken a look at, right? The reason for that is when you go here, rules for 2 players, here you have 5 expansions in here. The mages, the mercenaries, then the reeves, the Darkhouse, and also the heroic actions. So 5 more expansions you can spice up the game with. You can play with only one of these expansions, or with 2, or with all of them, and that makes the replayability of the game just go through the roof. But that is pretty normal for these Oniverse games. They all have lots of replayability, which is just amazing. Alright, and that concludes my playthrough of Nautilion of the Oniverse series. I hope you enjoyed this video. As usual, I want to thank all of you for your support. Especially I want to give a shout out to my generous patrons. And the biggest thanks go out to Thecos and Ryan Hall for supporting me at the highest tier on Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate that. If you want to support my channel, you can do so by watching, liking, and commenting on my videos. By subscribing to my channel if you like my content enough, by supporting me on Patreon if you wish to do so, and by joining my Discord server to hang out with me and my really cool community. Well, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the very next video. Take care everyone, stay safe, and cheers!